Namaste, my dear students. This is Jonita ma'am. Hope you are doing well and good. Today we are going to watch a prose, which is nothing but a muddled mess. Come, let's move on to the session. Expected learning outcomes. Students, at the end of the session, you will be able to summarize the theme of the poem. You will be able to create sentences using new words and you will be able to answer self-writing questions. The Muddled Head. Actually, this is a funny poem which is written by Arjun Nash. Children, could you think what is muddle? Muddle is nothing but the person who is so confused and who is so disorganized. The person doesn't know what he thinks, but he is doing something, but his thinking is different. Let's check on many things. What is a muddle man who is living in the Petushki, which is nothing but this is a town which is situated in Russia. We are going to watch and listen many more things about the muddle head man. And this is kind of warm-up activity that you can also learn new words about muddled. So what are other words for muddled? It can be confused, it can be jumbled, befuddled, chaotic, disordered, addled, bewildered, or topsy-turvy, dazed, or disorganized. Okay. Children, have you seen the pictures which has been showing here? Yes, this is the person who doesn't know what to be done, but he knows, but he is literally confused. And this is also one of the images which is showing about the confused manner. Okay. Yes, Petushki is a town which is situated in Russia, which was founded in 1861. So the person who is coming from Petushki is a muddled man here. So this is simply called a messy person, how he is doing his activities. Okay, let's start. I knew a man from Petushki as muddle-headed as could be. He always got mixed up with clothes. He wore his mittens on his toes, forgot his collar in his haste, and tied his tie around his waist. So, children, listen carefully that he is a person who mixed up his clothes. He wore his mittens. Mittens is nothing but gloves. Usually gloves will be worn in the hands, right? But he used his gloves on the toes, and he forgot his collar. So instead he just tied the tie on his waist. So he know this has to be done by this, but due to this confusion order, due to the disorganized manner, he simply forgot, and he completely did, he completely mixed up all his activities. Yes, what a muddled head was he, that man who lived in Petushki. They told him as he went about, "You have got your coat on inside out." And when they saw his hat, they said, "You have put a saucepan on your head." See, children, when he went out, with all his clothes, people, the crowd, the outsiders, tell him that, "See, your coat are inside out." Okay, and what is that? Are you really wearing hat? That is not a hat, that is a saucepan. You just put the saucepan on the head. So people are criticizing this to the muddlehead man. And what a muddlehead was he, that man who lived in Petushki. At lunch, he scratched a piece of bread and spread some butter on his head. He put his walking stick to bed and he stood in the rack instead. See, children, you know one thing, butter has to be spread on, bread or chapati or something. But he simply put the butter on his head. And actually he wanted to scratch his head. Instead he scratched the piece of bread and he applied the butter on his head. So everything he did in a mixed up manner. What a muddlehead was he, that man who lived in Petushki. So again, he walked up to a tram one day and climbed in very sprightly. Conductor thought he would pay. Instead, he said politely. See, children, actually, he went, to a tram. Tram is nothing but, it is kind of an electrical vehicle which has been going on the rails. Okay. So, he went into the tram, he climbed up, and conductor asks that he would pay the fare, bus fare. But he said that, pardon your beggun, Kister Conductor, I am off for a week's vacation. I stop you to beg your Kramway Thar as soon as we reach the station. Conductor got a fright and didn't sleep that night. Children, could you get actually what he is saying to the conductor? The word itself, see the second line of the stanza, Kister Conductor, actually how it has to be pronounced? Mr. Conductor. But he collapsed the first letter, the first sound, he simply said Kister Conductor. And he simply explained that I am off for a week's vacation and I stop you to beg your Kramway Thar as soon as we reach the station. So actually he simply saying to the conductor that now I am off to the for my work. I am going for a vacation. Oh my God, wait a minute. When he explained in this manner, conductor got a fright and he didn't sleep that night because of the muddle man's confused manner. Then next, he rushed into the first cave. A railway ticket, please, one way. And at the ticket office said a slice of tea and a cup of bread. See, children, how confused he was. See, he simply went to the ticket office, coffee shop, that is cave, and in the coffee shop, he asked a railway ticket, please. And in the ticket office, he simply said a slice of tea and a cup of bread. See, this phrase itself, it is a big joke. You can see the comedy and how confused he is. You can get that. A slice of tea. Could we say a slice of tea? We usually say a slice of bread or a cup of tea, isn't it? But how confused he is. He said a slice of tea and a cup of bread. And where did he ask? In the ticket office. So he was literally confused person. Then he passed the man collecting the fares and entered a carriage awaiting repairs that stood on a siding all by itself. Half of his luggage he put on a shelf, the rest on the floor, his coat on his lap, and settled himself for a bit of a nap. All at once he raised his head I must have been asleep, he said. Hey, what stop is this? He cried. Petushki, a voice replied. See, actually, when he got into the tramp, the bus, he just passed the man to collect the fares, the bus fares. And he simply kept off of his luggage on a shelf and rest on the floor, and he put his coat on his lap and he settled for a small, short sleep. Then he just slept, but he said, I must have been slept. So, can you tell me what stop is this? And a passenger who travels, in the train, he said that this is Petushki. And once again, he closed his eyes and dreamt he was in paradise. Children, do you know what is paradise? Paradise is nothing but the heaven, the place where you see the all greenery part, all the sceneries, all good things, all good deeds. Even angels will be there, and you will be seeing a lots and lots of fresh colorful flowers, beautiful trees, and it is a complete, visual treat place that is called paradise. So he dreamt that he was in paradise, and when he woke up, he looked about and raised the window, and he simply, leaned. Oh, what is this? I was thinking that I was in paradise, but still, what is this? Silly window and silly places where I am actually. So he was thinking that, and he simply said, I've seen this place before, I believe. Is it Kharkov or is it Kiev? Tell me where I am, he cried. In Petushki, a voice replied. So, before he closed his eyes, a person who told him that this is Petushki. Okay, so he forgot simply, and simply he said, he didn't even pronounce the place, the Petushki, the name properly. Simply he said Kharkov or Kiev, something he blabbered, and he again asked, where I am? I have seen this place before. And the same, the voice in the train replied in Petushki. And again he settled down and dreamt the world was upside down. When he woke, he looked about, raised the window and looked out. I seem to know this station too. Is it Nalchik or Baku? Tell me what it's called, he cried. Petushki, a voice replied. See, children, again he settled, okay? And this time he dreamt that the world was upside down. After the dreamt, he woke up and he raised the window and looked out. And simply he said that, hey, I seem to know this station already. Is it Nalchik or Baku? See, guys, how simply he blabbered here. Again, he simply, asked, tell me what it's called. Again, a voice replied, this is Petushki. Okay, up he jumped. It's a crime. I've been riding all this time, and here I am where I began. That's no way to treat a man. What a muddlehead was he, that man who lived in Petushki. See, actually, he simply said that, hey, it's a crime. How long I have been riding, but where I began, the same place I settled. Why this crime had happened? He simply blabbered. Okay, so this is a simple poem and a funny poem and a comic poem which is about a man who is, who is simply confusing himself, who is simply disorganizing himself, who doesn't know what to do, but he knows, but he simply forgot where to put, how to put, when to put, everything. Okay, this is a funny poem. Dear children, see, this is a simple quote, or you can think this is a small joke. Hmm? So, see the conversation, see the dialogue. Are you okay? Why do you ask? You are wearing two different shoes. Oh, that. I said, so you added? Yeah, that. Blame it on my multiple personality disorder. Today, I am the muddlehead from Petushki. Tomorrow, I could be the murderer from Now Here. I scared you. So, this is simple dialogue and simple comic strip, because Petushki, it's a place I already told you, which is which is in situated in Russia. Usually, the people who are living in the Petushki might be complete. They will be something multiple personality disorder people. So this sort of comic things or this sort of funny things might be happened in Petushki. Let's research more during online session. Thank you, children. I hope that you people will be enjoying, and you would have enjoyed while ma'am is explaining the whole, the content of the poetry, and will think and will discuss many more things during online session. Once again, thank you. Bye.